What's going on, everybody? Today is a very exciting day. I know I haven't posted in a long time, but there's a very good reason for that. And today, the parts that I've been waiting for finally came in. So as you know, I had some issues. The biggest hurdle on this entire build has been the electrical harness. I did get it to work, but I found it was unreliable. Sometimes the signals would work, sometimes they wouldn't. And I have to trace through the entire thing to figure out what was going on with it and so on and so forth. And just there was so much wiring underneath the seat pan tray that I'm sure you can look back in other videos. And it was like a friggin' disaster. So what I did is I actually sent the harness out to somebody out in California. Shout out to J-Tech Moto. Jeff's the man there. You can check him out, and he builds Viragos actually, and he makes some of the dopest Viragos I've ever seen. He actually inspired me to start this build originally because I came across one of his videos on YouTube and I just thought the Virago build was so cool. So anyways, I contacted him and I actually did some work with him in the past through my other company, LD West. We did a photo shoot with him way back, so I hit him up and see if he could do a custom harness for me. He agreed to do it. He doesn't generally do that because he builds his own builds and then sells them. But I guess because of our relationship, he went ahead and agreed to it. And through that, I understand now that he is starting to take on other private work for other people who want the same kind of service I just got. And it's very affordable, and honestly, I'm super excited to get this done because I've seen his work on his other bikes and stuff, and I can only imagine what my harness looks like now. He sent me a couple teasers along the way. So I'm gonna unbox the package I got today, and we'll take a look at the harness. Okay, so here's the package I got back today. Just gonna go ahead and open it and see what's in here. There was a few issues with my original harness. The rectifier was old and my CDI was unreliable. So he replaced them. I told him to send me the old one, so this is the old one again. Fine and dandy, my LED stuff, which is all good. This is the factory R6 ignition I had, or I was gonna use. What else is in here? So this is my gauge. So this is just packaging he used. So this is the gauge I bought and I sent it to him. So as you can see right off the bat, this is way different than when I first sent it to him, and he replaced everything with these really high quality clips. They're all waterproof. So this looks really, really promising. The work really looks good because like this almost looks OEM, like something you'd buy from a factory or something, like from if it was new or whatever. So it's way better than anything I've ever done. What else do we have here? I think this is the old fuse or something. I'm not sure what that is. Okay, so these are my handlebar switches. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it all out. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and lay this all out, but I just want to show you guys the quality of work that he does here. So this is, he wired up my brake lights and turn signals. This is the integrated. I wanted one to be a dedicated brake light. These were on just to show when the bike's on, like for safety reasons, and you apply the brakes. It wasn't that bright, so one of these is dedicated brake lights only, and then the other ones is like the tail light with the turn signals and a brake light as well. So he shortened it all up, and then he also added this clip. So this is quality. He replaced my ignition with this one here. So this is, I believe he said it's off a Harley Davidson. It gives me a better option to mount this on the side of the bike where I originally had it, as opposed to on top of the column. So again, like he used all this wrapping stuff. I don't know what this is here exactly. These are all factory clips, but he labeled it all for me. So this goes onto my stock coils. This is brake control switch. This looks like my gauges, so this all matches everything that I've already showed you. It's got a left control switch, front signal, front brake switch. So as you can tell right now, this is way less bulk than what I did have, and it's super clean. Looks really good. And then if you follow it back here, so I guess this is the various like new relays. So he looks like he gave me some new relays and whatnot. And the rear brake switch, I love how he labeled everything because it makes this whole thing idiot proof. So there's the ground here. He told me I had to hook up to the new rectifier. And then this is the new CDI. I believe he said it came off a newer model Virago. Labeled the pins there, not that I'm ever gonna unhook this. And what else do we have here? Neutral sensor, but I don't think I'm gonna use that. This part hooks up to, so this is a factory part that's going to be reused. That hooks up to the wire that runs on the left side of the engine block. Goes into it somewhere. This is some other stuff I'm not quite sure. I think these connect to the bike as well, actually. There are factory parts on there. Yeah, all in all, like this is essentially the entire harness right here. So this is the entire new harness. So you can see that this is way better than what I shipped to him. I'll see if I can actually post a picture of the old harness in here and all the wires that he chopped. It's literally a basket full of wires. So he replaced a lot of this and ran new stuff for me, which is really nice. And so this is the rear brake switch part again. So he replaced all the connectors. So these nice high quality ones are waterproof. And I got the switches. So what else is in here? I think this is my old, I have to reuse this possibly. Yeah, I definitely have to reuse this. This is a starter solenoid. So that must be actually those wires where they go. I didn't know what they were. They're marked with the same letters. This is the old relay, which is garbage. My old CDI, which was kind of faulty, maybe not, or just unreliable. Speed sensor for the front wheel. And then my headlight, which now is nice and clean, and I can probably stuff a bunch of stuff in here and it'll work a lot better. And he labeled that for me as well. Alright, and he got me a new horn to simplify the two really old school horns that I got. So this one's really loud, it's clean and discreet. So I'm pretty pumped about this. This thing looks so clean. Like, I can't get over the craftsmanship and the quality of work that's put into this. I know he spent a lot of hours on this because I was texting him back and forth about various things on this build that pertain to my bike specifically and how they were set up and everything. So I'm super happy with it. It's by far the best thing on the bike so far. I'm gonna go ahead and try and install it and get it all hooked up and then run all the lines properly. But I'm super stoked about this. Like, it should clean the bike up completely, and I should have a lot more space under the seat pan now. But I do want to redo that subframe anyways, but for now it'll work. So again, thanks to JTech again. I'll leave his contact info in the descriptions below. If you need any help, hit him up and see if he can lend a helping hand for you. And I think he does other bikes as well, not just Viragos, but it's definitely Viragos are his like bread and butter. So yeah, I'll go ahead and install this and hopefully this goes really smoothly. All right, so I went ahead and installed the harness. I went in seamlessly and I just want to show you guys how clean this is. So first of all, check out inside the headlight. There's so much space now, as where if you check back in my old videos, this was so crammed that I could barely even close it. And then all this stuff can actually fit inside here. This is all pretty much for the gauge and whatnot. This is temporarily mounted. I just put it there so I can hold it in place while I install everything. But then as you follow the harness along, this is it. It's tucked in. It's going to be tucked in under the tank here. And then I have the new ignition right here, which I'm going to bolt roughly in around that area. Follow it over, so it goes up to there. And then in here is under the seat pan tray. So this is all cleaned up. And again, you can reference my old video to see how ridiculous this was packed in here. So it's way cleaner now. So I really have just the CDI, the new rectifier. I need to ground it to the screw that I had here before. And then I got my other relays, and that's really about all that's going to be sitting in here. And then Jeff hooked up even separate plugs for the integrated tail lights that I got. So this all can come off very easily. Same with the rear brake caliper sensor switch thing, which is running down there. And then I have it going to here. And then obviously I'm gonna hook it up to this. And then I've got the starter solenoid, which is down in there for where the battery is. I think I'm gonna rework this battery frame because I don't like the way it looks. And I'm actually gonna be able to get a smaller battery now that I have all this much space in here. And like I said in another video, I wanna redo this entire subframe again. I found some new ideas on how I'm gonna do it. So I think a newer, slimmer battery will fit in there a lot better, and then I can get rid of that. But yeah, that's essentially the whole harness now. So it's nice and clean, and when I put it all back together, it's gonna be awesome. So I'm very happy with this. Again, shout out to JTech Moto. Go ahead and reach out to Jeff. So he knows the Virago so well and has so much knowledge. I think that's where I'm gonna end today's video. It's gonna be a short one, but I just wanted to show you guys this setup. I still have a little bit more work to do here. I just need to clean up everything and solidify it all, bolt everything into place, put the horn on, and get some gas into the tank. That way I should be able to start it. And then I'll make that another video, and hopefully by then the snow is gone so I can actually take it for a spin again. And apparently my old CDI box wasn't working all the time, so that could be a reason as to why I was starting like shit before. So I'm excited to see if this actually fixes it and makes it run properly. I still need to do the jets and get the new airbox setup going, or the filter rather. Jeff showed me some parts that he uses on his builds I'm actually going to buy for this one because it's so clean and it looks so good. So that should fix a lot of that stuff. So again, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'll catch you guys next time.